peace and dance together. But remember, only unity can keep us together. Elejo Benit, Chataway, T.B. Ramos were so valiant on the mission. Why so much division? Some of us are exhausted with confusion, misrepresentation of the roots and culture, and have no future in the Garifuna culture. Why so much division? Elejo Benit, Chataway, T.B. Ramos had a vision. One people, one church, one God, and a big celebration. One people, one church, one God, and a big celebration. One people, one church, one God, and a big celebration. Garifuna, whether you can believe Honduras, Guatemala, and Nicaragua, unity within our world will bring stability to our community. Let's join hands and pay respect to these heroes for a job well done. The Garifuna people are no mystery. They have a great history. One people, one church, one God, and a big celebration. One people, one church. Greetings, my Garifuna people. My name is Jess Flores alongside Q at the Melody Studios. Just hear me out. 19th of November, a Garifuna day in Belize, Central America. A day we must remember. Let's pray, let's feast and dance together. But remember, only unity can keep us together. Elejo Benit, Chataway, T.B. Ramos were so valiant on the mission. Why so much division? Some of us are exhausted with confusion, misrepresentation of the roots and culture, and have no future in the Garifuna culture. Why so much division? Elejo Benit, Chataway, T.B. Ramos had a vision. One people, one church, one God, and a big celebration. One people, one church, one God, and a big celebration. One people, one church, one God, and a big celebration. Garifuna, whether you can believe Honduras, Guatemala, and Nicaragua, unity within our world will bring stability to our community. Let's join hands and pay respect to these heroes for a job well done. The Garifuna people are no mystery. They have a great history. One people, one church, one God, and a big celebration. One people, one church, one God, and a big celebration.
Yeah. Check one, yeah. Aí, yes. Aí, muito bom doing. Wagete tele DYFA Wabagari Radio Station 91.7 FM. Dangra ke lusu ubo. Muito bom. Mabriga, hon soon grigia. To our take Bugarada. Mabriga against how soon grigia paini again. Barango. Same baby. Uganda, Georgetown, Dangriga. Low soon low babalis. Do henyo. Meriga. Low soon ubo. Uwene wayano wame luwa hawago. Aremo tinye. Você nene lo wayan wa musro ladga. Aí é banda a sociedade ya lida Iremo, lida Leremo Garino, lida Haremo Garino. So again, ladies and I want to say good night once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning for 91.7 FM, DYFA Garifuna Wabagari radio station, our life, right here in the beautiful culture capital, Griga. Down, I want to say good night to the world, good night to everybody. And in this topic, we're joined here shortly by my co-host, our co-host, one and only Charlie Marr. Is going to be logging in here, and he's right here listening to us right now. So he's going to be joining us shortly, ladies and gentlemen. But let's start kicking it off. I want to say happy November celebrations to each and every one of you out there, each and every one of you on Radio Land, keeping it locked on 91.7 FM. I want to say good night again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. All right. Well, sorry about that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it comes to our attention, and we've been noticing it for a very long time now, that we have in every culture, of course, we have our music. We have our music, and this Garifuna culture is so beautiful, it's so unique, and each too has its own music, but of course we have problems, we have situations where we have to, we recognize here at DYFA, and we try to help wherever we can. So, what we say that Garifuna, I mean to say Garifuna elders, it's predominantly the Garifuna elders in our, and these are people. They're vlogging on Facebook all over the place. They have a little voice, of course, so they do whatever they want. And I if you look at the screen, if you look on your screen, on top of your screen, you will see to my right, you will see Heidi Arzu, you will see Super G with a whole other hip hop artists like Vida, Nuro, Taprik, Asiatic, Reckless, Lloyd. To my left, we have Lloyd, and we have Super G again, and Consigo, UB, and the list goes on and on. We have Agua, and if I forget to call your name, it's not because I don't care for you or we don't like you, it's just that there's so much. I will try to call as many as we can throughout the show. Chico Ramos, Miami, of course, Mohabub Flores, Puti Titiman Flores. We have also La Sopa. And the list just goes on and on and on and on. And majority of our artists, 99.99% is from Griga. And we shut down all the shows wherever we go. But I want to talk about this situation that is happening, and we want to really discuss it about these elders. I notice a lot, they call it constructive criticism, but when you do that, and you put it out there like that, why not approach these young men, all of these young people that are artists, musicians and stuff? They are approachable. They are very approachable. They're kind, Harlem youths. All of these young men are very approachable. I work with a lot of them, if not all of them before. At a certain point in their career, we've crossed paths. But this is it has been happening in our community for a long time. Some of these older guys out there, and there are a lot of truth out. They talk about, they don't like the music because there are a lot of obscenities that hobo, all these but in every music, any genre of music, right, you have those club music type. You have the music when you have a lot of obscenity, the vulgar things that these youths are singing about their inspiration, things that is happening in their community, things that happen around the world. This is what they're seeing. these musicians are not, for majority of them, that they're not going to farm no more, they're not going to fish no more. They're not living the type of lifestyle that we used to live. So the inspiration that they get is not, it's limited to what you used to hearing, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. A lot of them old people, I call it old people. I will not call name tonight because then I see all over Facebook. Oh, they can't sing Garifuna, they can't say. Look, if you know that the artist cannot sing Garifuna, why, and you understand Garifuna, why don't you go, hey, ba idoro going? Dele Hagamu Haremi Amulugu, or whatever you want to call it, you go to them. If you hear that they're singing foolishness, then you go to the young man and correct the young man, or else, just like in a football, right? Just like in a sport and thing like that. If the players, they're just going out to the field and they just play ball, and you know as a coach that they're doing something wrong, you should stop them and you should help them. You should correct the situation. All the people, when you call them out and when you talk to them and try to reach out to them, they don't pick up their phone, but they hurry for go up on Facebook and they bonfire for these artists. Leave our artists alone if you don't want to listen to them, or if you don't want to correct them, then don't listen to it. Change the channel. Go listen to some country western music, or go listen to some marimba or some any kind of music you want to listen to. But again, it's in our community. It's here how we always try to put down, and then you call it now. When we call you out, you call it constructive criticism. That's not constructive criticism when you're the bonfire for the artist. These artists, they make us happy. The lyrics, the songs, especially the beats, they make us feel good. But because of social media, and we on social media almost every day, we use that opportunity there for bonfire. It is bonfire because you didn't say no. Sorry, it's not no kind of constructive criticism in that. I don't see nothing on Facebook right now from these older guys. There have a lot of these older guys from in our community, and a lot of them are states too. When you see these young musicians on a bonfire for them, that's what you do. You need to stop it and correct them. Correct them, call them out. All of them, you could catch them on Facebook, on Messenger, drop a few lines to them, let them holler at you. What about who we get here? What about whom? These guys are easy to get along with, I'm telling you. Right? They're very easy to get along with. So I don't see why you cannot pick up the phone or pick up the same Facebook thing and call them. Alright? So our right now I want to pick up our sponsors before we go ahead. Caribbean Chicken. Thank you very much. Creative Styles, thank you very much. Jubilee Foundation, thank you very much. For that, for your sponsorship. Super G, thank you very much. All you guys that sponsor this radio station, this is for you. We are just the voice. We're the voice of the voiceless. People don't want to talk about these issues, but it happened. And I'm not calling it constructive criticism. I don't want to hear that. If the young man, and for talk Garifuna, got Badume Garifuna Breedo, go to the young people, eh? They don't have the type of lyrics what you want, so you teach them. Maybe they have the words in English. Maybe they have the songs in English. You could probably help them translate them, That's how we help people. We don't just tell people they're bad or what kind of music then they play. If you don't like the music, turn it off. It's high time that we pay attention to our young people. Our young people are guiding themselves. We sit back and relax and wait until the young people make a mistake. We cannot do that. We cannot continue to do that. All right? You cannot wait for them to make a mistake before you correct them. You see them going down that path, then you stop them, man. Nothing hard about that. And these are the same constant people, and it's not a lot of them, but they have their following. We'll keep knocking them, man. All right? Let's give Charlie Mark. Yeah, I think I talk way too much just now. But I had to put in that introduction earlier, Chalamara. Muito gunho.
Muito gunho, Aidai. Muito gunho com sua gambate. Na Gambia dim na mole. I hear everything where they say. This is the same reason why we as a people need to help each other. But before I go there, I want to thank you for bringing up this topic, because then our rude awakening. You see, one lot of we people talk about culture, tradition, all these good things where we define as Garifuna the world. I don't say nothing like that, because Garifuna the world, what that say no, we don't go. It is our responsibility to help each other so that we culture, or others can see our culture as in togetherism. But most people, they out there, they complain and complain and complain and complain. They say something where they don't like. Instead of they comply, they still continue to complain.
And again, it is clear that it's these people, it's the same Gapensele. There again, and we call them out, it's the same Gapensele that knows it all. They knows it all, so they try to demoralize people. They're trying to demoralize. But thank God, thank God that the artists are not paying attention to them. I spoke to a lot of artists, and they would ask me, "But how many music song? How this song? You know, the song is good." But I didn't go deeper into it, because then, you know, I don't really know to dissect their songs, you know. And there's a lot of songs out there. There's a lot of beautiful songs out there with these young men. It's not. They won't see what they call it. A couple of them will call it constructive criticism. It's not constructive criticism. It's not. It's really not.
Well, you see again, most people live for bring down other people, you know. I may hear you call Titeman name and some of the other artists them. But with generational changes, things like this happen right now. But if I go back in time, Mohobab grew up, Yara Wahima. They listen and participate in Garifuna activities with his grandparents, his parents, the late Isabel, Flores, and Joe, right next door. And this was a daily thing. So by saying this, Mafedi Rogube, if he get lost or he get lost, I can't find himself. Hada mea benado garina go con regular. Bagambe mea dumurele con regular. Then you go to Titeman. Likewise, his parents and grandparents, even his mom, his sisters, grandmother, they used to hold La Segunda and Primero and beat. So he lived it. They grew up that way. Like you were Fadi Rogu, since with generational time, many of us have lost and are lost. Instead of helping to fix the situation, they do nonsense now and call it constructive criticism.
They find the word for it. They find a fancy word for it.
They find a word for it instead of find something to do about it.
They find a fancy word for it. Yeah,
You see?
I see that all the time on Facebook how they behave. Just when they think that they think it's cute. It's not cute.
And then you have the self-righteous one, them who are following.
Yeah.
Lagubri. Frese to Marty Lauchi Lagubri no mulen. Anything we're wicked and bad, that catch quick. But you try fix it. Or you try get them to come together and fix it. All hell will broke loose because then you hear about snake shot, horse fat cow, dead, postmark, all that crap. How about you had them because all they want to do is shoot down people. Oh man, make we help one another to get what that's about.
To get what that's about, yeah. So before we continue, Chanamar, I want to pick up all our fans on Facebook right now. I want to say hi to them. And Francis Roches is saying, good night, my brothers. I'm here in the valley listening. Yeah, and he said, what is the topic? Well, the topic tonight, I just missed it. I had Garifuna Elders, you know. That's what I had. Garifuna Elders. Stop put down the artists who can't speak Garifuna. You know, help them. Not put them down. Good night, Natalie Ramirez. Good night, Lynn Bell. Good night, Edwin Vernon. Good night, Dionisio Alvarez. Good night, Arthur Williams. They're watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yes, Charlemagner.
Yeah, so that's the problem we have. Not only in music, in just about everything that we do as a people who we call ourselves Garifuna or Garinago, and they talk about Garifuna the world. We become our own, not even become, we are our own enemies. Laduga, I maricha uhabe our baya gueto. He said what meme giti, and Laduga hafire. Nobody no one come out there go pay their bills. I'm not condoning vulgarities and whatnot because when I get upset to the point I use it and I nail them one day where we call the pencil most of the time. Gwetoti, my birthday good now. Now I don't care about none of it. Because then they self too when you call them a pencil in me at your home.
I don't like it. They don't like it.
Me say to home, but they want call out other people, a different way for broke down people morale. No broke nobody morale, man. If you know better, help. Fix it. Ita hayame binadu garino. Wetoti bagamba ya Garifuna do Garifuna. How you maru again? Pura boka.
For a boca, and the mouth only hot.
What, my boy?
The mouth hot.
You can't bombard people, man. You see, if you see somebody that make one mistake, and you believe that mistake in your mind, and you go help out, help, man. What you lube warranty or go What you lube wither or go Oh, my heart not to. Now, I go out to be neither her. If I can help, I will help. You see? But that's the situation, and that another thing too, Maurice. That's why I called your attention yesterday, and I said, you know what? Maybe we should start a chat group, learning our language together. We start one chat group because that by itself for me helpful as well. And I know they said this for make excuses for anybody. And they said this too because we need for know with language, we need for know how to write it, speak it, and that way we are going to sing it.
No, that's the way I call a solution that you have brought up there, Charlie man. A solution. If you have 5 people in a chat group, that chat group will grow. That chat group need to start immediately because it's needed for everybody. It's needed, and you can ask any question in that chat group. You could talk and we'll translate it. We'll help each other out. We'll bounce off ideas from each other. Those are positive things. You know, those are solutions that we need in our community, solution-minded people.
Exactly.
You know, constructive criticism is like, hey, you know, guys, I could help you because the phrase that you just used might not be suitable, so I could help you. That's a constructive criticism. Not they say, oh, they don't want to dance their music, who buy for their music, and you put down the person. They do it, and it's common sense. You say, people start talk differently when they seem to get their education thing. They start talk differently, and when you start talk differently, the language that you speak is a language that is condescending. It's a language where we put down people because how they understand it. You can't talk. You can't even relate to your people no more, and then you wonder why people reject you. You wonder why people don't want to be around you. Because your vibes, the vibes that you pull off, to them, is negative until they get to know you, or you have to be open for them to get to know you instead of coming with these harsh tactics, these barbaric tactics to our people. Our people are not used to that.
And Binar, I would never ever shoot down anybody who would look for educating themselves. That's a very good thing. Okay? Education is the key. You bet it, but that's not the key for make you look down for your own kind, or anybody for that matter. I did talk about the pencil one day, because you got in one way, educate themselves and willing for help people, you know.
Yeah,
They're not all of them. Like I say, I graduate from standard 2.
Yeah.
So I know all of them, I see them. But you rightfully so, like what you just said, you have them one way to go educate themselves. They get a master's degree and a post-holding PhD or whatever they have. They in a different bracket, so now you don't play no role in their life.
And you know, sometimes they end up to talk to themselves. Like they know that they believe that they talk to our audience, they end up to talk to themselves. That's how this education system has really they take over their mind, and they even take over their soul. They sell their soul sometimes. So they don't even know how to communicate to the people. They believe that the people hate them, the people don't want to be with them. But you keep putting down your people, and this is what we're here for at that DYFA Garifuna radio station, is to bring it across to you, bring it across to the people, so that you could take a different approach to these situations. Because these are our artists. We have to be here to defend our artists. A lot of artists are very quiet. They're not confrontational people. They stick to themselves. Even though they entertain us, that is their world. That is the world they will put here on earth, you know, to entertain us. That is their purpose in life, you know. So we got to protect them, you know. And if we want the type of music that you would prefer, and you know that they're lacking the language, then you know to speak Garifuna, and then hey, but you gotta go right here. Go and help them.
And that is as easy as it is to help one another. You see, if you are criticized and you don't know of no assistance to make things better, about Bama Nation. Habame have been adu garino. I hear what the kati beach in Maniba. If you don't have anything good to say, shut up. But again, when they open for their mouth, yeah, like you said, there are always constructive criticism. And you're right when you say, you know what, they talk one different language. And they talk to themselves because in Kega Pinsin Habe, we don't have no idea what they talk about. That is a true by now. But if they broke it down, and come down to full level and teach we will learn.
Yeah, we have to
Then
learn.
they don't have nothing to criticize for.
We have to learn. And man,
We have to learn.
you know, these past few shows that we have, it's always about try to put our people in line in Garifuna Door. Because if we were in line, then we wouldn't have this show, this type of show, you know. And it's just to get an understanding. We are the bridge between those that cannot really fully understand the threats that are coming from within. The threats. We see something and we talk about it, like we talk instead of do something about it. There's a lot of development you hear, and this is it's not really straying from the topic, but I'm just using an example. For instance, we have this new company in town. It's called it's Caribbean Chicken. We have 3 chicken companies now in this town. Caribbean Chicken, Quality Poultry, chicken something. I don't remember the other name. But you see, we are so used to knock each other. Somebody open a little business down the street, you want to credit for that person there. Instead of you support, you are complaining. Then you are say, oh, somebody, oh, what? They millionaires, they come do business in our town. Yes, because what do you think? We don't want to do it. That if you think we will drive all the way to Spanish Lookout again, when they bring it to here, we have to pay bus fare, we have to eat, we have to buy food, you know, we have to deal with the attitude. We own people attitude for the bus or public transportation. So here, we could fix it. Just like with our artists now. They are doing a wonderful job. They're not perfect. If the language is missing, if the lyrics you think is missing, then you have the ability. You are so smart. You went to university. Use that smart to bring your people together and stop the talk and bash your people. We are not here for that. We are here to enlighten our viewers, enlighten the people on the radio, to let them know where the threat is and how we could eliminate the threat. Dalamar?
Yeah. And again, that's all we have to do, I that work with each other, help each other. Okay, make a continue on. Look at Super G and a family. They do you know. Garifuna do what you agree with her. Aba Hayabi Hassan, you like either go Hamutia, Hagubril. Ayahe Amo, either going. You see? So why we can't do the same thing? Like Urigua do. Can't you Urigua do? Can't you Urigua do to be? Since we don't last, we are last people, according to them too.
Yeah.
Well then help we find myself, no man. Help me find myself. Because when you talk about we, that give others to talk worse than about we. Either go. Let's help ourselves.
You know,
You wanna have constructive criticism? Call the youths them aside and say, you know what? Only they do an awesome job, or you know what? Only not really they do too good, but make a help when you get better.
Because the youths already start. We look, culture capital. And a lot of them, they don't like it, even though they're not fire. They don't like it when they call the culture capital, but you don't might like it. But it is what it is. We the culture capital, whether they like it or not. But the type of attitude that you display, that's not over the money. That Mama Garifuna live. That's not Garifuna do. Mama Garifuna do live. So we have to also understand that there is, if you look at, for instance, the artists right now, their dress code, and that's for another show, and we have addressed that. Charlie, we have linked up, just on a side note, we have linked up with a Garifuna designer, an artist, you know, that has Garifuna outfits from the pants. I haven't seen a Garifuna pants for men in a long time, and this guy came up with it. I don't know how you know Baoni to the Garifuna.
Yeah.
But they had to use they used to have the pants, not just the dashiki top, but the pants too, right? But he has those. He have a wide selection. We did a photo shoot for him yesterday, and some of the artists already agreed. And what we've seen, and look out for this on the 19th celebration and before, ladies and gentlemen, they will be wearing some of these same Garifuna outfits. Because if you notice in a lot of the flyers that you can see on the screen right now, none of the artists has on Garifuna attire. So what are we doing about that? We linked up with Cam's Home Store, and he's gonna be outfitting some of these artists with Garifuna attire, which these attire are trendy, these attires are fashionable, but they're Garifuna outfits. They're not these hip hop outfits, this suit and tie thing, which I don't have any problem with it. But we know that we have our own, so let's display our own as well. This is what we're talking about, solution-minded.
You see, that's going in the right direction. That's going in the right direction. Now, we are presenting our identity. That's something good. So the one who they criticize, find something else to think about, not we're going along with that. Then you open your mouth. Ora tu wabumsha utauti bijo nigao. Ayaha amurasa hanegebu wanaga gembaya adago kato awahe goa alege wamago other race then they do where they think that they do best, and you know here nobody complain about it.
That's right. Now let's go to our viewers. We have Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown, he's saying that, let's go more up. We got a lot more. We can't read all of them tonight, ladies, and we'll try to get to all of them. It's a nice show. Again, thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much for listening. Put what you think, your constructive criticism, so we could share it with the world. Because our artists deserve it. They deserve constructive criticism. But this is a small community. They are approachable. Go to them. They're easier. They're easier if you go to them. Francis, let me go. Francis, not Francis. No, Limbel. Say, boy, to go on Limbel. Salome Guterres, good night. Boy, to go on Salome. We also have on the line right now. We have Anthony Brown. He said, I am a believer. I am a Belizean. I am in truth God's way. Look at my Facebook. Real good. Thank you, Anthony Brown. All the time. You know God way, you can't go wrong with God. You can't go wrong with God, Anthony. Thank you very much. Beverly Gardens, he said good night. Good to go on, Beverly. Randy Williams, again, I've been listening on Facebook. He said, blessed good night, Culture Capital. Good night. DYFA, good night. Good night. No, Francis Roches is saying, yes, gentlemen, situation is all the artists who consider themselves Garifuna were raised by Garifuna parents sent to school, but while at school, they were victimized as being Garifuna. So that kind of slowed down them guys from getting professional in speaking their language. Look back on the way how Hopkins seen by Jackson, all of them Garifuna community, and few from town. But me personally, have no problem in make we enjoy it. It's a new world, but good topic. That is Francis Roaches. Thank you, Mr. Roach. Like that comment too.
Yeah, and I would want to agree with him on most of what Francis said. But then too, coming up as a kid, Magabuti me Garifuna, you never hear Garifuna in none of their schools. Period. None. But you had to go home. Yimbati Bagamba, Hayano Bagubrigo, Garifuna.
Aye.
He come right back to the home, Francis Munada.
Eric, you can't depend.
Written the way what fade you go. You know where we get lost? We get lost because we adopt everybody else's language.
You got that right, Chalabar. You got that right. So if we adapt everybody else's language, the hometown will be forgotten. But the elders now cannot condemn the younger youths them if they cannot speak Garifuna.
So that the elders supposed to come back now and put the younger generation them on track.
Correct. That is the point of this whole show. The whole show, because we're focusing on the topic. It's the elders. That's what we sent out earlier today. You have a big responsibility, and we're crying, we're pleading to you to help the young people who cannot speak the language. Help them. The group chat will work. Stopping at the schools, stopping them on the playground, stopping them in the streets, because young people, this is a beautiful community. They still respect the elders, but if the elders don't respect the youth in this community, it'll be a place like Belize City, and we don't want that. That is not what we want. Right? Perfectly said, Chalamar. No, we got Hugh B on the line right now. Hugh B, this is Hugh B, one of the youngest artists. He's youngest artist right now, up and coming. He's a superstar, international superstar now. Hugh B, he's saying music is global, and many people forget that. There is no specific blueprint for music. This is what Hugh B is saying.
Okay.
That one is it's a topic for discussion for us to dissect that a little bit there, Charlie. Let's
No. I agree, because I spoke about this Sunday gone. The people that complain about music today, the music of today, but they forget that these artists are entertaining. It's a business. It's a business. Okay, I will give you no example. And some of them don't even know nothing about Clarence Carter. Clarence Carter, there were artists, American artists, that played alongside Otis Redding, Percy Sledge, Wilson Pickett, and all them guys. When he came out, when he made Coro, he played almost the same music like the other guys with their rhythm. But then he had vulgarities in there too, and nobody complained when he become a millionaire and billionaire.
Okay, make we kind of smooth this out a little bit more. The beauty about we should appreciate our the same entertainers because they have evolved into what the youths would they still get the attention of the youths and show them at a certain point. I know guys like Hubie and them will get where just like how what's his name? C. Wills and those guys have these type of songs where you could chill, you could relax, you could sip a cup of cashew wine with that. So you could use music. So it's a beautiful thing because these guys have transcend Garifuna music. They even transcend Punta Rock music. You know, these guys are trendsetters. So you're supposed to appreciate these youths. They are trendsetters. You know, and they're still open for real constructive criticism. They're real, I don't want to say it online right now because then, it defeats the purpose. But that's I'm trying to say is they are trendsetters and we should be happy for them because they are, and they're also adaptable. These youths are adaptable because the whole...
Sorry for rebut you. That you bring up, you're going ahead and me because there I'm going. So you have these guys like C. Wills, Super G, Chico, and everybody. The hell with them guys been gone through, not by our own people, but from others. They worked their way through. But then they had the support of our people, who now then are the ones that open the doors for this younger generation. So why we not continue to uplift them? We need to uplift them. Yeah. But we not to do it for ourselves. How do we do that? Criticize, and find a pretty word like constructive criticism and put it back there for bring down people.
And they still don't see it like that, but we are, I guess we are who we are as DYFA Garifuna radio station. The voice of the voiceless. These artists don't like to talk. But that's why everybody have their own role to play in our community. We will talk. We will defend all of our artists, young and old. We will speak on their behalf because we understand them. We're not going to pull them down and they need any help in networking some kind of way. We will help them with that. And that's why we feel so happy, Charlemagne's. At any moment, at any minute, I could call on Hubie right now. I could call on Super G, or we could call on any one of these artists and they will come. They will come. They will come.
I like today, I'm in the highway and I've been listening to Love FM. And I'm in hear the youth there, they play one Garifuna song. The rhythm, the rhythm is there. I loved it. The lyrics, all that song was about repeating itself. But, entertainment, it don't matter. If you're not a musician. Because it could turn out to be just like you play one instrumental and you don't hear nothing. But you love it. And I love the way how the youths them they play. And I said to myself, with just a little oomph with the lyrics, maybe it was song even better. And I know right about now, if they're on Facebook, they know where they talk about, and they know who I talk about. And anytime I get back down there, you and I will talk, and then we are calling together, and we'll talk to them before we get them on DYFA. And I hope that they take up this offer we will give right now, for make them join DYFA chat group, learning Garifuna language together. So I still learn.
I think they are
We
doing
want-
well.
So any one of the artists where they listen, on the go on DYFA page, and we could do it Wednesday night and Friday night. We'll start with half an hour sessions
All right.
from 7 p.m. to 7:30.
So we will open the chat group. Once you give me admin to it, I will link all of the artists to the chat group. Okay, I think it's good to start with about 20 minutes, Charlie Mar, because their attention span is not as long yet, so it's good to start about 20 minutes.
No, that's why I put it at 30. Because you want to do 10 minutes of introduction. Meaning, like for example, words and pronunciation. And the next 20 minutes we work through them neck. Yeah, work 20 minutes just 20 minutes will be too short.
Yeah.
Because if you sit, we are know, who are interested, because once you open the chat group, if we get, say, 10, if we get 10, we can't do 2 minutes per person.
Yeah, but you say these guys they it's like something new, right? It's something new to them, so they will need they just need that Casey Bagan is Swada. Adara was Wadaria Hasamina Frume, was Wadaria Lute Wadaria Hasamina Frume. Because
Ladari Hoy Agueto. Laduga Daria de Chutao Hafalda.
all right.
This is their time.
This is the artist time?
Because this is the artist time, because and only the artists, everybody.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is an artist because we all are the same people, right? So you don't have to be Garifuna to join this chat group, You don't have to be Garifuna to join this chat group. Anybody could join this chat group.
Anybody could
join the chat group. You don't have to be Garifuna.
I want to tell you something like that. I want to share this with everybody. And I want to call name too, because the brother know still know it. This man that Freddie Olmedo from Camalote village, that from Salvador. Somebody from Dangriga lived in that area there. The man interested in speaking Garifuna, that when he called me, that alone Garifuna, the man talked to me, When I asked him if he would join, if I started a chat group on Messenger, the man even wait for I asked him if he would have willing. The man said, Charlie Man, when you start? So,
Yeah.
You understand?
Correct. Let's go back to
And if he put so much interest, if another one person from another race could have that same passion, go be the game message bro.
You know what then? Because everybody online it. Either you're Spanish, Creole, whatever. Garifuna, you along Garifuna. Wamage yage dangre yage DYFA. So you will learn it. This is not a language. It's a beautiful language. Lute wafaria. We have to share things that are beautiful. We don't have to share ugly things. We have to share beautiful things like the Garifuna language.
Anybody could join in. Why? Every one of the districts are multicultural right now. Every one of the districts multicultural.
All right. right, good.
So, like, I'm gachuna ya no hani Garifuna honi bine. Wala America na.
Well, let's go to our viewers again, Charlie Man, because they're here itching and giving their comments. They're getting they're throwing their comments in there for us to share. This is Marion Lambe. Bituguyo, Marion. He said, Marion is saying, Garifuna, please stop put down the artists who won't speak Garifuna. Nurugri way. Segun Narihini, Marichati, Lo, Baguma Seroni, Le, Bochobe, Lo, Barihini, Lao, Dumure, Garifuna, Lute Hamuga, Baguma Seroni, Lao, Dumure, Garinabu. This is my attempt at a constructive criticism, bro. He was saying, so I don't really write Garifuna, but I really, like, they Badume Garifuna, no, I understand it more than, when you write it, but, is he saying?
If I understand what he was saying, because Segu Balihani no. In Leonardo, because that's what we're talking about. Lugwa Bela, wa friend Lugwa Beta, wa friend no waye or. Pero malege ho wata tauto hadagubo iseri gaino gugweto ladiga fedi guadua. If we want to talk about people who don't know if we talk Garifuna, and you do, don't criticize. Then let's come together and learn Garifuna together.
Correct.
Let's go fight the Wadwacha. So why criticize now? Some parents, I'll be honest, my people, some parents right now who the Garina go, I don't know one thing in a Garifuna for teach them picnic. So we have to learn from street too.
All right, thank you very much, there, Salambe. And go to Avanda Jones. She's saying these artists made Punta Rock universal to all Belizeans. That's what Evander Jones is saying. The artists made Punta Rock universal to all Belizeans. Man.
You're right. You're so right, because the door has been open. The door is open now. I remember the days when the late great Isabel Flores and his significant his spouse traveled out of Dangriga, out of Belize. I remember when the late great Mr. Machete traveled out of Belize. It started there, my people, and our people were, that was about the same time we started losing our language. That's when we started losing our identity. So the same ones who are criticizing now, they were a part of that same nonsense instead of working together with those who opened the doors for us without criticizing, because they couldn't criticize then. They didn't contribute to Garifuna world then, and they're not contributing now. And they call it constructive criticism.
Wow. I gotta say wow, because it seems as if every time we talk about these type of topics, we always go down to the fact that we are our worst enemies.
You better believe it.
We are our worst enemies. We need to stop it right there, mate. Because, like, they don't like, we own people, they don't like what we do. Or we own people don't support what we do. We own people do not like themselves. And we try to terrorize each other. and it really doesn't put us far. So the record they talk about, I hear a couple of them talking about, they will shake up the ass for 19. That's all they could do, that shake up the ass for 19. Yes, we will shake my ass. I will shake my ass too. I will right behind the big truck. I will shake my ass for 19. You know why? I can tell you something. I can tell all our people. This is everybody. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, do not take this personal. This is when we here up on the street. This is when we like associate or congregate with our people. This is when we here. We work, we do Garifuna do work all year round, man. We got 11 months. And Thomas Vincent Ramos fight to make we get this day, and we get the whole month after this. So why not celebrate? It's a culmination of what we have done throughout the whole year. Let's celebrate. Let's display. Let's display our clothing. Let's display our food. And most importantly, our music. When people come to Culture Capital Griga, starting from this weekend, the 9th of November, a series of activities will be happening here in Culture Capital. Yes, it's time to shake our ass. I will shake mine too. I don't know about you, Charlie Mar.
Hell yeah. Nachiga good. Nachiga good. But you know what? I've make her rock the boat a little bit. Since you bring up the late, great Honorable TV Ramos, I'll show you how them guys out them bold to open the doors for Garinago. Chico Ramos, Ibrera, Mastic, Eden, they come together. Come from the roots of Punta Rock with Pen Cayetano. Yeah. And then boy, back then the Creole people they said they're fierce. And then boy Bogart themselves are gonna play the Belicity. Whether they like it or not, they say they want me to shake their ass too. Cause sounding some city and sounding Cope hardly could have been played at Dangriga. Because Maggie was in Uburu.
All right,
then here comes the late great Miss Petrona Flores. And for she children and grandchildren who that go, and the Mariano family, Luke Mariano, and they gonna pick one spot right in a Belicity, the Pink's Alley. And they beat drum every day, and then go and Garina go shake their ass there.
All right, no.
Never done till Garifuna do. They even got your roommate.
No, listen to hold on, Charlie. They have a commentary right now. I just saw a commentary. Hold on, I want you to hold on to that thought because this comment is directly saying this person is saying, Crowd Flow is saying, 19 is not about shaking. It's not about us shaking. Look at our counterparts, Honduras, Nicaragua, etc. They celebrate it in a traditional manner. They're different than us, but take it away, Charlie Mar. He said it's not about shaking ass. I don't say it's not only about shaking ass, of course. It's not only about that, but it's a culmination of what we have achieved throughout the whole year, right? So, you have anything to say about that, Charlie Mar?
We were, you may only the talk, but when they say, whoever said that we are all about shaking ass, you didn't say that that's what it's all about.
You see, but they only listen.
You said that there are those out there saying that all we do in Dangriga is shake ass.
Correct.
Well, if that is the case, every Punta and Paranda or Coolio or anyone at Garifuna Music, you will shake your ass, sir.
Even if you don't want.
Or whoever you are. Whether you want or not, because you're rich.
You're rich and you're weak.
And that not only gonna That not only go to PG, Barranco, Livingston, Puerto Barrios, or Nicaragua, Honduras. That did at Panama, Costa Rica, and that even did at Mexico right now. Then they shake their ass.
You see, these guys have their own little world than Griga. They have their own little world. So we respect their world, you know, and they have their set in their ways, and it's about them. It's about not about the people. All year round, we do different workshops, we do educational things, spiritual gathering programs, events. But the 19th is a holiday. It's a public and bank holiday. If you don't understand that, then I don't know what else to say. When we talk about Nicaragua and all our brothers in the rest of the Central America, Honduras, they don't celebrate they don't have the privilege like us to celebrate. It's not a public and bank holiday over there. The government does not recognize them. So we will help them soon for them to get that right to celebrate like us. To have that day off, to say what, you know what, thank you Thomas Vincent Ramos. Thank you for getting this day for us, for acknowledging our mere existence in this country of Belize. So we will shake our ass, and as again we responded to it's not only about ass shaking, but it's about other things. But Maurice Herrera will shake his ass because we work.
But that's what celebration is all about. You're not going to celebrate the 19th of November celebration. We got enough lampposts where they know the shake none at all. So where the hell you are doing? You are stand up there like lamppost too?
Well, we respect your comment there, Crowd Flow. Keep up what you're doing. He's saying that they are shaking their ass traditionally. Whichever way you want to shake your ass, traditionally, hip-hoply, Puntarakli, it's fine. As long as
then that's a person's interpretation.
Yes.
If that's a way to talk about, you have different dances, you have different Garifuna dances, like in different Garifuna music. You have to play different Garifuna music for different dances.
Yeah.
Kebri Kulio, Kebri Paranda, Kebri. And I could go on and on and on.
But again,
when you celebrate, if you celebrate for a birthday party, you are here Garifuna music, you are here, so then you even want to hear Jim Reeves, you are here blues for everybody else who want here.
Correct. And then you say, it's not a time really, you know, like when you work hard all year round from a job, for instance, right? You get the 2 weeks off, you get 30 days off. You know, it's not time for make you go to no seminar. I mean, I'm going to no seminar for my day off. I could tell you that right now. It's not time for make, you know, to me it's a time for relaxation, for time, different feelings come into play. You know, when you get that time, that holiday time, not tell me anybody who get a holiday going to a seminar. I don't know with your holiday, how you use your holiday, but this is a public and bank holiday, and I'm not going to no seminar. Trust me, we do seminars all year round. I'm not doing that. It's just it's not the time, you know.
Well,
we should do it every day. Every day is a seminar. Every day or every weekend do a seminar. It's a good thing. Seminar is a good thing. But brother, sisters, we will celebrate. Thank you, Thomas Vincent Ramos. We will celebrate.
Again, whatever float anybody boat is fine with me. I want to tell you something. You see we part of that same Carl Ramos Stadium there? The southeast facing that old clinic where they there. They may had one band Sunday. Our ancestors and elders used to go there at certain times for entertain for we people for go dance gunjay. And what aluma be put I remember one of those concerts, a free concert. The flooring for that thing broke down and it broke my grandaunt's foot. But then next door to the hospital, but we were going hanging.
You broke your grandma's foot?
My grandaunt, yeah.
Wow.
And me broke up because the flooring dropped with it, broke with it. And they were doing their thing. They did their thing not every weekend, but you did it me down the year. Why? Because almost every corner Dangriga, Manalugian, Loba, Bagambu Bagarao. You hear drums, the beat. Every day from somewhere from north to south, Dangriga. And you have to shake your backside because then you know how to dance.
You see, Chalmar, with these thought-provoking topics that we put out there to educate our people, or just to keep them abreast of who the enemies are. The enemies will say is well within our midst. The one that, if we look right now, we don't see no one from the other races trying to challenge the narrative, challenge us. They're always supportive, they're always encouraging, because they give you that more motivation to do the work. They give you motivation to teach the language.
Exactly, and the other people. And they have their own culture.
Yeah, but you got our own people who want to try to attack.
And the we own people who attack we.
Yeah, they will attack. You will never hear them saying, you never hear them say, you guys are doing a good job, you guys are excellent. No, we don't get that word. We get that, we are this and we are that. Kind of, challenging our solution that we come up with, and just add to the solution, and that's why we ask to add to the solution. Those are constructive when you add to solution.
Exactly. I will show you. I never want to rock the boat,
But before I get whole attack, let me read this one from Marley Chatoué. Marley Chatoué, he's I want to thank him as well to Charlemar. The DYFA anthem, he is the one that composed it. He wrote it for us. He produced it for us, and we play that every single hour for 3 years. So thank you very much, Marley. And he's saying, I love my Garifuna musician. It would be awesome if our musician can incorporate some of our true history and the value that makes us unique into our music. We can make music to party, but we need to use the same vessel to educate and control the narrative about us. I'm 100% with that.
I am 100% with that.
Thank you very much.
And that's what we're talking about.
Yes, that's what they're talking about. Yeah. That's exactly what we're talking about. Marley Chatoué, he is a very smart guy. He's right to the point. He is the one. He have his own style, and I like his style. But like what he just summed up what we were talking about with the music. How it's our music is universal within itself. So if you don't like it, just tune in. Go to the next one. Go to a parana. Go to something. Go ahead, Chalmar.
All right, like I said earlier, I never want to rock the boat, but make a rocket leave it. Just make a rocket leave it more. You know that we have DYFA. We will work with the youths, Dangriga and PG. We they try help them kids with their music. PG group, they do good. I know they can do better, but because they have the support and the encouragement, then they do good. When I talk to you about the ones in Dangriga, you said Bushman, they help. I said, perfect. I like that. Because Bushman come from Pen Cayetano. Okay, so we go there with the culture. When this one guy, I know I call him, because his son was probably here with. And I want to hear. So one of the artists come and he asked me if he could go to this man for talk to him about certain things and to make it fix something for him. I tell him, yeah man, go there. And the reason why I say I tell him to go there, that because the late great Mr. Paul Nabor, made that person actually make a teacher how to make everything way they make today, and even play music. And when the youth gone, they tell her nothing they have for free again. The young man called me, they cry, and I tell her, no, just be strong. Because where there's a will, there's a way. Because the same thing where you may want to know, I want to tell you how to do it. I only want to see if that individual may help just like he was being helped before. And now I elder. One of the same ones they will like criticize and call it constructive criticism. Then I know I call name again, that Dangrika. I may listen to one of the craziest things. I usually, you know me, I listen and I watch and I with him. And this person, they criticize about how the color of we flag was supposed to set. And Uganda, NGC, because NGC wrote about, well, the black supposed to be at the top, and the white supposed to be at the middle, and the yellow at the bottom. NGC writes about that. But when the person gone to NGC, you find the flag otherwise. I said, Jesus. I may think one time I come where people could say, call somebody aside and say, you know what? But Unu write and say this and that, hold this like that. Help to fix it right there and then if you see it. Instead of company media and talk craziness for put them down and call it constructive criticism.
Yeah, there's a slew of them. There's a slew of them that we love them. We love all our people. Again, and it's a mentality. I know a lot of these guys and these females, Garifuna, that are putting down the culture, are trying to that are always agitating, always throw stone and not do nothing. These people, I believe they really want they want to see, they've seen the culture in a certain light before, and they want it to a certain way, yes, which I agree with them on that. But it's always their approach. It's the approach that is very abrasive, that could be destructive. And they don't want to because they believe they know better. They believe they are better.
But then again, this is the solution where we talk about die. You see the problem, then be a part of the solution. Hey, guy, you will. Nobody hayabi amu grige no hurry, you know what? Before other people come see where they say, why not fix it now? Instead of go on social media, and then they want to say they're not the best NGC, but that's just exactly what they do.
Yeah, they do that all the time. It's counterproductive, and NGC is not sleeping. And there's no way.
If I would have said, now, if you live in a glass house, not throw no stone. because I'm a throw or a boulder for you damn glass. But then if I do it, I will become the enemy because, oh, I criticize and I look for bring down for we people. But damn it, you just do it. So I said to myself, you know what, I didn't want to follow that because I could say other things where I know. I'm just saying this because I want some of the people then who they criticize, I call it constructive criticism, constructive criticism, understand that if you have a solution to the problem, fix it.
You say, Charlie Mar, they won't. They won't fix it because they believe that their way is the way. They have, and then we're extending a lot of energy on these people. We will extend some of our energy, most of our energy on the young people because the young people are more, they're more accepting, they're more fun, they're more easy to get along with than the older ones that are causing these type of havoc, and they believe in what they are saying, and even though, and they believe in themselves, even though they get a lot of, I feel sorry for them sometimes because they say, oh, they come to Griga and nobody want to work with them. They come to Griga, people hate them. They will come to Griga because they don't want to come to Griga. Listen, gentlemen, it's quite simple now. Listen to the people first, man, and then talk to the people, and then you infuse what you want to infuse. Your way is not. It could be the way, but you have to let people see what you're trying to bring across. You gotta let them see that. So let's go to this is our last segment, ladies and gentlemen. We're going way over, but it's our radio station. We could do that. So let's go to our comments there, and this is from Ovanda Jones. And Ovanda Jones, it's Vincent Flores from Vegas. He said, "Good night, everybody. Good night, Vincent Tiny V." All right. We'll go to Ovanda Jones. Ovanda is saying, what's the purpose of the 19th parade? I guess she's answering to someone that is saying about educating, whatever, but Ovanda Jones is asking what's the purpose of 19th parade? And it's a parade with a party, with a show, with a shake your ass, with whatever you want to call it. They also have different floats in there too. If you want to dissect it, if you want to play smart and go deeper into it, you could. But come and enjoy the parade, and you will see what it's all about. Thank you very much, Ovanda. We go to Marley Chatoué. He's saying, I think, so Ovanda is also saying that criticize without any solutions. What is that? You have to criticize with solutions. She's saying criticize without any solution. She's following the conversation about people who are just criticizing without solution. And you have to criticize with solution. Bring something to the table.
Exactly. Bring something to the table.
Something to the table.
I will break it down. Criticize without solution is called amulugu.
All right. That's your first Garifuna word, Amanda. Amulugu. And then Marley Chatoué. This is the last one. Marley Chatoué. It is called aiding the enemy. Aiding the enemy. I think he was just listening to what you had to say, and then Marley Chatoué is saying it's called aiding the enemy. Right? And that's what we do a lot. We aid the enemy. We do that in our community, because we don't recognize it. And I urge those with knowledge, those that are conscious, that we see where it's broken, but we don't know how to fix it. And that's why we cause a lot of problems, because then we start attacking each other because we don't know how to fix it. So we look back by each other and we start attacking each other, and that's not good. No.
It is not good, but at the end of the day, we can have the same ones who we talk about. They criticize without any solution. They condemn because then them are continuously they condemn the youths then who don't have that energy or anybody for talk for them. And that's what DYFA is all about. We are the voice for the voiceless. And they could call it attack. Well, I want to fix it for now. I call it counterattack. Because I know I'm making all the bash them children or the younger generation who they try and no they do. That's the bottom line, I.
It is the bottom line. What do you?
Because that's a way them kind of people, those people who behave like that, they want to have control. And they want to have control over other people's lives.
It makes sense.
And then for make them enslave your mind. They want to enslave your mind, then you not go nowhere, you not go forward. And if we who recognize it, think not do nothing about it, then we are just as bad as them.
We're aiding and abetting.
Aiding and abetting.
Aiding and abetting. Thank you for clearing that up again. Once again, Charles Mark, thank you for clearing that up. One last comment, but real quick, Abraham Blanco Senior, he's saying, whenever the Garinaga artists sing in Creole, what do you call that? Then if they sing in Creole, they're singing in Creole or what? If they're singing Creole, make them sing in Creole until you, who know to talk Garifuna, what we're saying, and Abraham Blanco, you are an elder in this community. Help them. Either goodbye, Rahiha, no matter. That's
but the entertainment, Abraham, the entertainment, you have Spanish artists who sing Spanish and turn around and sing in English. Juan Gabriel, that me wanna name. It is called entertainment.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But when we do it now,
oh yeah.
that's a problem.
Why, Charlie, you really who don't understand when you talk or when you explain it. I don't know what else or how else we could do it. You know, we're versatile. Okay, let me add to that. Just like Super G the other day, we got a Chatamal, almost 12,000 people. Majority of the song was in English and he put some in Spanish. But it was Garifuna music. The music is Garifuna music, man. If we learn, if we have a Chinese audience and that come, it will bring up some more economic movement. If we could speak Chinese and we speak Afro rhythm and we go to China go perform over maybe 100,000 people, we'll come back with a big amount of money in our pocket. So we are versatile people. We could sing in any language we want.
That's the same thing and talk to Kato Britona Yanoha. This is the same thing we are talking about, you know. Instead of finding solution to these things, or we are condemned. It's about condemnation. And some of them who they condemn the youths there or the artists there, if I sit down, I guarantee you that if I sit down, I don't even want to give them 10 minutes. Talk to them in Garifuna 5 minutes, then they don't know where the hell are they say. And some of them are the same one we want to criticize. Because everything, all they know, and they're not Garifuna, you know. And they can't have, they themselves can't have a fluent conversation with me in a Garifuna, but yet they criticize the one who they sing, they entertain. Spanish man says, la misma cosa. La misma cosa. I will give you example right now and I will end with that. That's nearly time for we done that, right?
Yeah, my back don't hurt me already.
I will make you close. In the 70s, they used to have Battle of the Bands of the city. The Celestials from PG used to catch boat ahead of time when they drive, maybe 2-3 days before the Battle of the Bands, because of road condition back then. So go play the Battle of the Bands. You had Valley Combo, Fandangriga, and you had the magician Fandangriga before Zeke come in. Lord Rayburn, you have Lord Rayburn up to today, they did at the East City, you had Harmonics, you had Messengers, and you had Glenn Booth. I don't know if I don't call Harmonics, but anyway. Majority of the band name from the West and the North, of course, are Spanish. Lord Rayburn had one guy from Livingston, Garifuna, Lucio. Nobody in a magicians we know who play, know who sing in a Spanish. None of it. Valley-Combo, they make Spanish because Mr. Segeri originally they're from Corozal. Long story short, the magicians, they play, they bring it down to Lord Rayburn, the magicians, and Los Atlanticos. And up to today, Lord Rayburn good for broke down. But nobody could have gone to Belize City who can play Battle of the Bands and win them and come in first prize. It was always Lord Rayburn. And you know what they do with me? They say, well, the last three band names they for play one Spanish song. I look at late Elmore and late Emerson Mackay and I tell them, look at pack up instruments and put them in that tugboat truck we used to go in. Pack up and let's go can run away. We don't know Spanish. One Garifuna man turn around and say, no man, if they call we first, then we pack. If they call we second, we good. That will show you how God is good and He's good all the time. They call the first two bands, and then they call the magicians. So then tiny. Behind the bandstand, the late Douglas Joseph. He tell me late compadre, Lala, and Mac, we have to play the inner Spanish. This song me just come out. Cuando caliente el sol. And Doggy come up and he said, Cuando caliente el sol, planting no fryer. Give me some panades, enchilades, and tostades. Give me some banana from Pomona and salada. And if you raise your hand and everybody come in with the instrument. Da, 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 da. Magicians come in second. And we don't know Spanish. But that's just the rhythm. And the man put in the Lee Spanish way we do pick up from because that's the way we have on the how they used to call the thing? Jukebox then. So what are the problem for make the younger generation they play Garifuna music and mix it up with Creole? That the same thing like what I said earlier, like Miss Mako said, the music, the entertainment. We fight over petty things when we have larger things for look forward to, like for make we learn the language, for speak it enough, for write it. That's what we need for do. Make we focus on that instead of focus on bringing them down. Music, the music. Now, if you tell me about a cultural activity, then all those who know about cultural music and cultural activities, then we do that. Gadani to Sunkato. Gadani to Sunkato. So with that, I want to say good night to everybody. Samina Hamotura Uwama. Luwida Gubala Wongo, Tuge Wadasimo. Legia Garifuna Wabagari. Aba Yisene.
Wow. I will not speak for long. We already speak for almost 2 hours. And when we're having a good show like this, we don't watch time, but You know, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank most of all Charlemagne's for all your input, all your sacrifice that you're making for Garifuna Group and for making a change in our community, in the world. Wherever we see something, there's a solution, like some of the listeners were saying. And again, I want to remind our people, they're one people, one God, one history. It's not a mystery, like what, and this, I'm quoting this from just Flores. And at the end, it's a big celebration. And the celebration is 19th day. I want to thank all our radio listeners and our Facebook viewers for this opportunity for us to share, to discuss what it is, what it's like being a Garifuna artist and all the pressure that comes with it from our own people. Again, most of the things that we discuss are challenges that comes from within. And this is one of them. Heavy criticisms from within. I have never gotten a criticism I've never heard in our existence, in the 3 years or 3.5 years in our existence here at DYFA Garifuna radio station. All of the Creole people, all of the Spanish people, all of the Coolie people, all of the Chinese people, all of the white people that are living here, I've never heard a single negative comment. They appreciate us, and that speaks loudly. Without their support, Quality Poultry, Caribbean Chicken, West Trap, Digi1, all these companies, without their support, we won't be here transmitting this very expensive venture to our people, to keep the culture alive, to try to weed out those that are challenging us from within. For those that don't have the understanding of their own people, the only way you could work with your people is to understand the way how they think. It's our mentality. We all want to go to the same place. We all want to achieve the same thing. And I urge every single one of you out there tonight to remember that we are here to discuss good, bad, and ugly, to defend our culture, the voice of the voiceless, DYFA Garifuna radio station. 91.7 FM, and we play Garifuna music in English, Creole, and if someone have one in Chinese, we will definitely play it too. Inga. So
and Fredo Banana Mole, Yoruba Musudano. Just give me a little extension.
All right, Charlie, go ahead.
As a reminder to everyone, even though we were called a so-called media host, I want to remind you guys that DYFA will start a chat group, Learning Garifuna Together chat group on Messenger. So Maurice, you can set it up, and I will join you. And I would really want those who join us to talk to their family and friends or relatives, and give them the opportunity to join in as well.
Most definitely, I will do that. I will start it tonight. And for those who want to join the chat group, just give us a quick message, and we'll add you onto it. And again, we'll keep it respectful. We'll keep it fun. We'll keep it a little bit challenging as well, so we could grow as a people, as a Belizean people. All right. So again, look at it from a constructive, solution-minded way of doing things, and that's what we want to keep it. We want to keep it positive all the time. Only positivity can make us grow, and only positivity can keep us free. Learn to think free, and don't think the way you was taught. I'm looking from this education system point of view. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say good night. Oh, before I go real quick, the 16th International Shaka competition comes alive, inside the Russell Chiste. the Carrama Stadium, 16th, the international shaka competition, and we have about 12 contestants. We have 4 from PG itself. We have 3 from Laboga. So, guys, it's going to be big this year, and I hope you could make it. Get your tickets in advance. They're $15 in advance. $15 at the gate, $10 in advance. So, message us. We'll get your ticket. We're going to be giving some giveaway on Thursday night on the What's Hype show. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Buti go your home soon, Gwige. Buti go your home soon. One go talk. Take it garada. To a loago gakamo. Yage. Lo soon ubo. Ayo do he. Ayo.
Oh, Dangwega, sweet Dangwega, oh, Dangwega, sweet Dangwega, beautiful, warm, and tropical. The people are sweet, never physical. Blue water and blue skies. A rich culture never dies. 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 Oh, Dangwega, sweet Dangwega, oh, Dangwega, sweet Dangwega, beautiful, warm, and tropical. The people are sweet, never physical. Blue waters and blue skies. A rich culture never dies. A rich culture never dies. A rich culture